Andrew Handosa, 44 years old, $11 million property portfolio.
Mum was using like stale rice as the glue for my homework at school. We never really had the money, so I've never really been defined by that. We get paid by the value we bring to the world. I thought, nah, man, like there's got to be something else to life than this.
Welcome to the Moods of Momentum podcast. Today we got in the studio Andrew Handosa, 44 years old, $11 million property portfolio, director, founder of Geronimo Academy, helping hundreds of studios across the country. Maybe thousands of studios across the country build their business to get to $1 million in revenue.
Yeah, or their next million.
How good's that, man? You've been doing Geronimo for how long now?
2020.
2020.
In its kind of like, in its current version, it used to be something, I used to be doing a bit of this back in, when it was a side hustle to try and fucking get somebody food on the table.
And what were you, when you were side hustling, what was the main hustle then?
The gym. Yeah, between 2014 I opened my first gym, which I had I'm not even qualified. So it was almost illegal for me to do.
What do you have to do to be qualified to own a gym?
Qualified to have a gym is to pay the bills. And be stupid enough. Back in those days. And so to be qualified to actually run a session, you need a Cert 3 and a Cert 4. I didn't have one of those, bro.
You didn't have one?
Which was the best thing that ever happened because then I could work on the business and not try and get stuck, in the shifts. And that's how it all started.
Did anyone ever ask you, hey man, show us your qualifications?
No, I did a Cert 3 check.
No.
I brought the vibes though and I was the DJ.
Man, that's honestly, for me, a good gym, that's what it is. You want a hype man?
I can rock a playlist.
Or man, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you need to be hyped and you just need someone to I don't even care if you spot my form or not.
Yeah.
If I can just get through to the end and have a good time.
It might hurt your back, but we'll have a party.
That's right. But man, we're here to talk about your property portfolio. But before we get into that, I want to paint the picture for the audience. You're running a big business.
Yeah.
How many staff you got?
It's probably going to hit 30 if the two final interviews this Friday go well for them and for us.
Oh.
We'll probably hit 30.
30 staff?
Yeah.
And you guys have got so many clients, man. Right? Can we talk about the amount of clients you guys are working with?
100%, yeah.
How many clients you guys got?
We currently have active about 500 studios that we're helping predominantly in Australia and New Zealand to get to that first $1 million or their next $1 million.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a tiered system.
It is a tiered system.
As you grow your business,
absolutely.
kind of change the...
We can help people from as soon as they sign a lease and they haven't opened yet, so we've got something for that. Yeah. And then from once they open to get the break even, we can help them with that within about 12 weeks or less. And then from kind of when they break even to their $1 million studio, their first $1 million studio, that's our flagship program. And then from $1 million and up, we've got Eagles.
Eagles. I love that. And before you started the gyms and you had the Cert 3 or the lack of Cert 3, what were you doing? You were in the corporate space.
Dude, I was in corporate, man, monkey suit on the trains, just heading into work. I was actually the brand manager at Telstra for a lot of the time. Dude, I just never fit in, man, in the corporate thing.
Telstra was an institution.
Yeah, I feel like I've been unemployable the whole time. Because then I went and did some other stuff. I did some tech stuff. I did some, and then, and then we lived overseas for about 2 years and worked over there in the creative space, as a creative strategist. I don't know what that is.
Creative strategist.
When I got the job, the real talk was I got the job over the phone, right? And they go, all right, you're going to be our creative strategist. And my cousins were there at the time. I got off, thank you so much. Yep, pumped, see you on Monday. Hung up and I went on to Google. What is a creative strategist? So I feel like I've done that with my whole life.
You're just winging it.
Do you remember that show? You're probably too young. There used to be a show called Thank God You're Here.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Jamie Lee loves that show.
Yeah.
She's younger than us.
Yeah, when they walk in, thank God. I feel like that's been my career the whole time.
I feel like the premise of that show, I've done a little bit of drama in high school, and you basically just got to say yes. Anything that comes to you, you say yes
fully.
And keep the skit going.
Yeah, fully.
You can't block. But so you're in the corporate space. You were never fully employable. Can you unpack what was your money mindset? Because I feel like your money mindset is so dialed in now.
No, but that's now.
That's now.
We had nothing. To the point where this isn't
you say it so dramatically.
Oh no, well it's just
nothing.
I'm not the we were at risk of sounding like fucking Drake. We were mum tried her best, right? So grew up basically with a single mum, work ethic of a single mum is probably where I got it from. We didn't have enough money to buy like the glue, like, like the stick glue. I thought it was pretty fancy when people had that. We were using, because I'm half Asian, Mum was using like stale rice as the glue for my homework at school. Like people would my teachers would open the book and rice would fall out.
Jeez,
and I was like, oh shit, sorry, hang on, just put that
couldn't
back in.
be real, bro.
That's
For
the
an
glue.
Asian family,
So when I saw
couldn't
the
be
other
real.
white kids like use glue, I was like, glue sticks? I was like, it comes in a stick? So like I feel like I only started investing yesterday.
Wow.
Honestly, man. Yeah, like it was just self-research and...
What were your money habits when you were like in the Telstra bubble?
Oh, look, man, I was never... Like I always lived below my means. Like you and I feel like we're the same. Like I don't really care about material things. You can take it all away from me and I'll still be happy. Like I'm not defined by my things. Like literally, like when I sold my first business, to reward myself from that, I bought the top of the line Range Rover Sport. I thought that was what we were supposed to do, right? I had it, drove it around. I was like, I could just be as happy driving around in my very first car that I had, which was a 1964 Holden.
Yeah.
I probably felt happier.
Yeah, right.
I didn't like the idea of like the thing owning me versus the other way around. So look, thankfully I've never really been, I think it's because of Mum. Like we've never really had the money. Mm-hmm. So I've never really been defined by that. Never really wanted like things because of the materialistic nature of it. So I always lived below my means. I definitely kind of have been commercial though along the way. So even through Telstra and the subsequent jobs after that, I knew how to get pay rises. I knew how to get the money. I got closer to the revenue was basically what I realized was if you get closer to the revenue, you can make more money.
Explain that to me because I think there's a lot in that.
It's what we talk to our kids about, right? Like, like you don't get it because you want it. You get it because we get paid by the value we bring to the world.
That's it.
Literally at home, you've seen my girls, like we have in the pantry, we have like a list of chores. Now in other families nearby, shout out, whatever, is like their kids automatically go up in a fucking, so when they go from 6 to 7, their pocket money goes from $6 to $7 just because they turned 1 year older.
Yeah.
I didn't get pocket money, bro.
No.
That's a full stop. And then the next part is, you don't get it just because you just aged.
Yeah, you've just been
just because you just existed. So any one of my girls, I've got 3 girls, as you know, any one of them can earn as much money as they bloody want, depending on the size of the chore that they want to take on. So Amaya, my eldest, her job, like the most valuable job at home is to fill up my medicine thing because since the heart attack, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay, will we? Okay, so I've got to take all these tablets every single day.
Yeah.
That's the most important job at home because it keeps daddy alive, right? So that whoever takes that, that's like there's a big value against that one. Yeah. The bins went out last night. I didn't fucking take them out. Like Michelle's given that to me as a job, my wife. I don't do it.
And you've delegated.
I've delegated. I don't have 3 kids. I have staff.
To help you run that, the household.
Yes. Yeah. So like, and that's how they're learning how to, dude, Amaya, like in school holidays, we just finished. Did you see that? I came
around. She had the whole store out the front.
She had a store out the front, bro. So then what happened was for the audience, so she created like a little stand. She was bored and she said, I'm going to either fight with Nala, one of her other sisters. I may as well do this. So she created like a little, a table out the front and started selling stuff. Stuff being stuff she made, right? Yeah. The neighbours, Jake came out and gave her a bigger table, right? A passerby, like someone that was working on the construction site 3 doors down, went to the IGA and brought back Amaya some like raw materials that she could make more stuff with. What a legend! We don't know who these people are, right? And then her aunties came across the road, and then Michelle threw out a text out to the like family chat. So all the cousins came over. Unreal. So she made a whole bunch of money, right? So I came home that night. I was like, let me teach you about tax.
Put this away.
I'll take 30% of that. And then how much of this was mummy stuff?
Yeah.
How much did the table cost? Uncle Jay next door, got to give that table back. That was free. So that was a bit of help. So now you're learning about revenue, not profit, right? Yeah. So now we're learning about profit. Happy days. So now you got whatever was left over. Now she made like $100-something that day. The thing that I was most proud of was she reinvested that back. She went back into Temu and bought a whole bunch of jewelry. So she come home and there's a fucking parcel out the front with some jewelry. So now she's created on GPT a Myers Collective with an Instagram. It's not on Instagram, but with an Instagram account, fake one. And she's now making jewelry, right? So she's 11 years old. I just think as parents, there is like, I don't know the teacher's name. Like, I'm not the best. When's book week? I'm not that guy. Oh, I'm just not sure.
Of the teacher's name.
But, like, they're going to know about the fact that, like, you get paid by the value you bring to the world.
Oh, 100%, man. And, like, that's something that we talk about a lot as parents and dads, but I took so long to notice that. You know, you start a job and you the first job I got, I want it to be comfortable. Or like I want to do something, but I don't want to like be yelled at, and I don't want to have to like work overtime. I don't want to have to push. And then you're like, actually, I do want a bit more money. And tell me how much work overtime. And then you start to realize I don't want to trade my money for time for money. And that's when I got into sales. And I was like, if I can create something, revenue, something for this business, then they'll pay me more than the person who's just doing some admin. Oh, wow. Okay. And then you start to realize, and then you start to look at investing and all this other stuff, and it peels back the layers. But unreal how you've created an environment at home to teach your girls that. Bro, I learned that in my 20s.
Yeah, but like I didn't like sit my eye down and go, this is how, like, I just think she hears my phone, like I'm pacing around the house, she hears my phone calls, she sees through COVID, how we operated through COVID, like we didn't panic by the toilet paper across the road. Like it was, yeah. So I didn't have the, I don't know if the word's privilege. I like, so single mum, rice for glue the whole way through, didn't understand money, didn't like whatever. It was just like a concept to me. And then I just kind of switched on somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you started the business in COVID.
The first one, like the first gym?
Yeah.
2014.
2014. And does your money...
December the 6th.
December the 6th, 2014 is when you get out of the, let's say, the corporate game, you know, being an employee, and you get into business ownership.
Yeah.
Was there a catalyst that changed that to get you into being a business owner?
I just realised that I wanted to create a legacy in the world.
Oof.
And shout out to like anyone. I'm like, this is not about a should. No one should do anything, right? Do whatever you want to do. I just wanted to create a legacy in the world. And I still remember the moment. So Michelle and I went traveling for 2 years, went to like 40 countries plus. We just fucking went for it, dude. And I remember there was a distinct moment where I was in the Sistine Chapel.
Shit.
In the Vatican City. And I was in this massive, like the actual chapel, right? And then all these people, like bus loads of people were getting shipped in. Bus loads. Pouring them out, joining these lines. And they'd all filter into the place, and everyone's looking up at like the masterpiece that happened centuries ago.
Yeah.
I'm the one guy that was looking at them looking up and just going, what a fucking legacy. This guy that was on his back, if you hear the stories, he was on his back for years trying to finish his fucking thing, which would have been turmoil for him. But mate, if he knew wherever he is, like I hope he knows that, like still to this day, they're shipping in bus loads of people to come and look at his masterpiece. So I thought to myself, he's got the same amount of fucking time that we do.
100%. Yeah.
He didn't have a 36-hour day.
34.
Same as us do.
Same.
Like,
yeah.
So what the fuck am I doing with my time?
What are we doing, eh? No, I feel like so much. Well, you were subscribed to the Matrix. Just
yeah, I love what you say. Man, how many of us get to Friday and go, or used to get to Friday and go, fuck, that was just another week. Where'd that go? Like, I thought, nah, man, like there's got to be something else to life than this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of started my whole thing around like I just keep leveling up in terms of what I thought I could do. Like my favorite question to ask myself every single morning when I wake up is, I wonder what else I'm capable of.
Oh, dangerous.
Because there's that wonder frame.
Yeah.
No one's putting a ceiling on you. It's just yourself.
You start up the business, you start up the gym because
Yeah.
you want to create something.
Yeah.
Right? And then, man, you had a heart attack.
Yeah, that was in 2022, December,
2022.
down the road over here.
On Croydon Street.
Yeah, it's pretty much like next to Grind. Shout out to Grind.
Shit.
Mm.
And so you're toiling, and like, what was it? Stress?
Probably. Yeah, like that. Well, there's no other reason. Like, think about it now and how much we talk about, like we've got the same performance doctor. We share a lot of the same people in our world. I think a lot for founders like you and I, and for anyone listening, I generally think in the next 5 years, we're going to hear a lot more about nervous system.
Oh, yeah.
regulation, etc. And it was like were you stressed? I mean, I own a fucking business. Like, I didn't think I was stressed, but I think I think a lot of us just hold it a certain way, and it stores in your body. Now, I didn't have any family history. Like, cholesterol was 7.7. It wasn't crazy, right? Don't smoke, don't drink, don't do drugs. So none of the lifestyle factors were there. I was running sand dunes like 2 weeks before. So like I wasn't huge.
Unfinished. Yeah.
The only other question they asked me was, did you get any of those COVID jabs?
Oh.
But it was like that question wasn't on the questionnaire. 3 different surgeons and doctors asked me that. And I said, well, I think I got all of them, bro, because I wanted to get back in there. Like, we wanted to get back into society because we all had businesses back then. So who knows? But it happened. Either way. I can't change what happened. It happened. And that was because, like, I've had more shit days than
good ones.
When it comes to business. Like, you'll always count on me to be just fucking real. I went 3,000 days of darkness, man. Like, that was probably where the heart attack happened, in there somewhere. But so everything I've built, like, none of it got fucking handed to me. Like the kid that used rice as glue for homework. You push. Learned.
Yeah.
Learned. I think some of the best things we can all do, talking about investing, talking about learning new. The best thing we can do is just like get good at asking questions.
But all of this stuff you're talking about, this is all leading up to 2022, and none of it seems that exciting, Like, a lot of it is pushing, struggling, toiling, and trying to find
in the arena
your place.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like maybe from since when I've known you, your business is exploding.
Yeah.
Your property portfolio, you're investing your money in all these different places. Was there a catalyst to change the investor mindset away from business, and now I'm an investor?
Nearly dying kind of does it.
that'll do it to someone. But can you explain it to people
the perspective,
so they don't have to have the heart attack?
So they don't have to have the heart attack. Yeah, like, ultimately we all know how this thing ends. Someone's going to be standing up there on your day when you're in the wooden box or wherever you are, and they're going to be telling it. They got 2 minutes to tell the story. That's how it ends. That's a news flash.
What are they going to say?
What are they going to say about you as a person? They're not going to be talking about your fucking how sick your defender is. It is sick. But they're not going to be talking about that, right? And then ultimately, did you live a life that mattered? So for me, what that means is creating generational wealth for my family. Love it. My biological father left when we were about 5 years old. Then he passed away a couple of years after. I never saw him again. Didn't go to his funeral, right? I didn't even know. Then mum's de facto, between the first business and the second business, so we bought a second studio. I bought that second studio when I came home from the wake of burying my mum's de facto, right?
Shivers, man.
And he left with 70 grand. So my mum, I have the privilege, I have the responsibility of also, semi-financially supporting mum as well, right? Yeah. Which I'll do anything for her. She is my hero. 70 grand, like, do you know what I mean? Like a 2-minute fucking speech and 70 grand, is that it? Wow. Is that what we're going to fucking put it down to?
Yeah.
So, like, if we know how it ends, and we know where we are right now, we've got the fucking in between is the bit we get to figure out, and we still have time, right? And from a guy who's kind of been to the end and back, I'm telling you right now, you have, like, almost pretend you're living in the sequel, because that's what I'm doing. So, like, if that was the case and we had this life over again, do you know what the number one regret of the dying is? There's a book about this. There's 5 regrets of the dying, written by an Australian palliative nurse. So the person that's, like, at the final stop, number one regret of the dying is not living a life on your terms. Is not living your own life. Yeah. Okay, so let's just pretend you can, just for shits and giggles. What would you do differently? And for me, like, a big part of it was, like, I wanted to leave. I don't want my fucking family to struggle after this, man. Like, so generational wealth is a big thing for me. Like, not just for my 3 girls and for Michelle to not have to worry, but for their fucking kids and their kids.
Huge.
Whatever it is, man. Whatever it is. Because we've got the same 24 hours as Michelangelo, Mother Teresa, whoever, Steve Jobs. We've got the same fucking time. What are you doing with it? Like, what are you doing with it?
Can we unpack your portfolio of what you built? When did you buy your first one?
2020, I bought a duplex.
2020, you bought a duplex
South Brisbane.
South Brisbane.
Yeah. Bought it for $580. for both sides.
Yep.
And they're worth $580 each. Or they're worth about $600 each now.
They've doubled.
They've doubled. Yeah.
Doubled in value
Yeah.
since then.
Yeah.
In a 6-year window.
Yeah. I've never been there.
Unreal. I love that, man.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Yeah,
the moment you go there,
I wouldn't live there.
it's like you never want to meet your heroes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That thing's doubled for
It just
you.
keeps coming, like just, rent keeps coming in and
Beautiful.
$580.
Was that you've got the gyms,
Yep.
now you want to invest and you buy that. And
Sold some gyms along the way. Yep.
Was there any science behind it, or you just
Science
like
behind the duplex.
the duplex?
No, because it's like this money's got to go somewhere, right? So that was the turning point. Was like, fuck, how am I going to leave stuff behind and like assets? The Roman Empire wasn't built on hustle; it was assets.
Assets. Yeah. So we
So-
want to buy something.
Let's build some assets. Like, where's this money going? The first job is to make some money. Once you figure out how to make some money, then you've got to figure out put that money to work to make money while you sleep.
Can I ask a personal question?
I love you too.
Was that a equity release out of the house to buy that, or was that you had surplus cash? Or
We
from
had the
business?
deposit and it was equity.
Okay,
Yeah,
bit of both.
bit of both.
Bit of both. Okay, nice. So you buy that in 2020,
Yep.
and then when's the next one come along?
That is when, and there's some shares along the way. We're all doing the drips into the ETFs, blah, 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 blah. And then I was just focused on upgrading the family home at that point. We wanted to move from where we were to where we are now.
Was that?
We were like on the main road at Gymea or Miranda, like right on the cusp, and then we wanted to move to Caringbah South where we are now.
Yeah, buddy.
Just great for the kids, neighbourhood, the whole situation. So that was kind of like we just wanted to get that jump, so that when the people in the smart places did the sums that we could get the money to do that. And off the back of that, the businesses were doing well. Sold a business, sold 2 businesses. And then it's like, fuck, okay, we've got a bit of money here.
Yeah.
We need to do something with it because we don't need the savings because, again, we're still living pretty below our means. It's just what we value experiences as a family, not necessarily things.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it was kind of like, well, what else can we do? And that's when I started to get involved in rooming accommodations.
Yes.
So that's where the bulk of like my strategies at the moment. I call it a strategy loosely because once again, for your audience, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing ish, but I just ask questions along the way.
You've got the Dupie in South Brisbane.
Yep.
You've got the house in Caringbah South.
Yep.
Then you start to buy rooming houses.
Well, I bought a site for $870,000 in Acacia Ridge,
Acacia Ridge,
Brizzy.
Yep. And what year was that in?
Fuck, I was in Bali, dude. So that was in not last year, the year before, whatever year that was, 2024, I think it was.
2024, but this is pretty recent.
Yeah, it's like 2024,
This is
25.
real
Yeah.
recent. So in between drinks, you buy something in 2020, then you upgrade the family house in 2022, 2023,
20, something like that.
and then you go buy a site for a rooming house in 2024.
Yeah.
Again, I'm asking if I can go deeper.
I would love you to.
Where do you get the cash to buy that? Is that business money? Is that equity from the principal place of residence so you just upgraded?
Bit
Where's
of
the money?
equity and also a bit of, the business is starting to do well now.
Bit of savings,
Profit,
or let's say,
yeah.
bit of profit from the business and a bit of equity.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you buy that, and you've since built a rooming house on that.
Yeah, I bought that cash. Ash
that
cash. Shout out to the...
So full equity release and cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
No, that was actually cash. That wasn't equity. That was cash, that bad.
Or so the site was cash.
The site was cash.
Hectic.
Then it was $150 to subdivide it into 2 lots.
Nice.
And then the construction build.
How much does it cost to build a rooming house in
So
Cash
basically all in it was about 2.1.
2.1 all in cash?
Yeah.
And what does that give you passive income now?
It's about, that rents for about $430 a room. So there's 10 rooms out of about $430 a week.
$430 a week. Can you do the maths on that?
I
for me?
can do the math. So
I forgot my phone.
yeah. So, but also it released about $680 in equity once that, because then it got revalued at 6. So, okay, I'll run you through the maths. Here we go. You ready?
Yes. Hit me.
So all in for about 2.1. And that created 10 rooms, so 10 sort of semi-units. It got revalued at 2.8, so it created about a 680 in equity. Mm-hmm. And we've got a 60% LVR on that, so some of that cash came back to me. And then so it rents for about $430 a week. So the gross rent per annum is $223,000 a year.
Oh,
So that's
massive.
for 10. So I got 30.
You got other ones being built right now. Incredible, man.
Mm.
And so you do that in 2024, and then you're just like,
Well, so what happened was
give me
I
some
thought,
more sites.
well, then when I was like, okay, well, what do I do with this fucking property? So then, like, I spoke to you, spoke to Betty Pike, our mate. I was like, sell the house, Benny.
Sell
I'm going to reinvest this thing.
it.
And like, it was ballsy, like sell the family home and then to go all in on this
Bro, you
strategy.
fast forwarded that. Surely that wasn't as quick of a decision as what you're making out to be.
It kind of was. Like once this thing wasn't even, like the first rent receipt for this particular deal came in when we were in bloody Harry Potter World in April.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
This year. So I was like, I could see how this is going to work. And I kind of don't
This is pretty good.
fuck around-ish. Like if I kind of know it enough and I trust people around me, like I'm not doing this myself. Like I have a little team around me to help me with this. Shout out those guys. And I was like, I think I can see this. And
Reinvest.
I want to get 50 rooms. And obviously the business is,
Doing well?
It's doing well. So business is cash flowing. I've got some opportunities. I want to get a bit aggressive while I can because, I back myself to be able to, like, if that goes fucking south, then, business, there's a couple of businesses now. Actually, I've got a group of businesses now. So
If that's 10 rooms, right? 10 rooms is giving you $200K a year passive.
223. Yep.
30 rooms. Quick maths.
I want to get 50 to get
You
me
want
a
to
mil.
get 50, so you get to $1 million.
Yeah.
Right? And how much debt you carrying on all this?
In terms of percentage?
What's your LVR
About
on the rooming houses?
60%.
60%.
Yeah. It can get to 70 if I wanted to.
Yeah. You've done all of that, man, in a 2-year window.
Yeah, so how about this? So sold the primary residence. So Ben basically sold that. Shout out to Benny. This was an ad for Ben,
Pulse.
Ben Pike. So he sold it in 2 days for, I think we got 2.6 for that, right?
Unreal.
So then the next site we bought was 2.2.
Let's go.
And then we turned that into 4.
Yeah.
So that'll be 20 rooms. On this one is 10. There's basically the same mass all the way through, right? Yeah. So I want to try and get to 50.
50 rooms.
Yeah.
And you just conjured up this strategy, this loose strategy, just as you're going along.
I didn't make it up, but I follow people I trust.
Okay.
And that's probably a bit of a hack for me who, again, the kid that grew up with no fucking idea is like find people in your circles, or maybe they're not in your circles, but you can kind of, these days at fucking YouTube, you pay to go to a conference or whatever it is. And like, I'm probably better at modeling than I am at like knowing everything about everything. Because I actually have a job-ish, right? Like,
yeah, you got 30 staff.
I'm growing that biz, and there's another business now, Sidekicks, and like the media stuff that I do, like media company. We're launching a book this year as well. So like, there's some stuff going on. I'm just not the guy that's going to be like. I'm not the guy that's going to be sitting there looking at everyone's annual reports and doing day trading all day long. I know there's money in that. I got some crypto, but I don't know anything about it. Like, it's like, oh, we're still talking about it. Yeah. Like, there's that.
You're investing your money.
Well, I just like, and for me, it was about also Michelle. Like, I wanted to bring Michelle along the journey. So I think for us, like, it's easier for Michelle to understand this strategy as soon as I understand it. Like, understand this strategy because, like, we can drive past and go, babe, we got 10 Smith Street, and that we bought that, and that turned into 2 things, and then there's 10 people living in there, and people pay extra for the parking, and then the money turns up every single fucking foot on the 15th and on the 30th of every single month. I go, babe, check, look at it. It came in again. Like, we understand that. Like, shares, all that kind of stuff. Like, there's you and I share the same people in that as well. We're doing stuff there, but I just think the business, for a start, is an investment.
Yes.
Right? No matter how good this rooming is, like, I get a better return out of my business.
Without a doubt.
So that is an investment.
Yeah.
Overflow from that, got to go somewhere.
Yeah. Put into property,
put
into some shares, and put in some other stuff.
And that's why the Albo stuff, right, hasn't, like, because I'm never selling these. This is my this is my super-ish.
Yeah.
For the kids, like, and also whatever, like.
Let it roll.
Let it roll.
How has investing or building your portfolio changed your life so far?
Are you thinking about actually the next move, and also, like, I think it gives your money a job. Money without a job, you just end up doing stupid shit.
Yeah. Sports bet,
you piss it out. You like, You just do dumb stuff, right? But if you kind of back solve, the way I think is I go to the end because I was at the end.
Yeah.
So what do I want to leave behind? Back solve. So what do I need to do, right? And you're good at asking questions. You pay for people's time to like, hey, how would you do, like, what would you, dude, when you and I go to Yochi, which happens a lot. Yeah. New flavour out today. Big breaking news. This is what we talk about.
Yeah.
You came over to my house the other day. We were watching the footy, Sharks, and it was like we were talking about this. We're like, what if we bought a house every single month? Like, how would we do that? And then where does that fit in the portfolio? Commercial, where does that fit in the portfolio? Like, it's just me trying to understand.
When you first started it, were you stressed out? Because I speak to a lot of people along the journey. Like I speak to you, you're, $11 million property portfolio with some serious passive income. Then I talk to some people that are early on in the stage, in the middle of the stage. You've gone through the stages very fast.
Yeah. Was it fast? Because I don't.
Fast.
Was it fast?
Extremely fast.
Okay.
Was there any challenges, any roadblocks, any advice that you would be like, oh man, I didn't know that. I wish I knew that, and that could have sped up my decisions or changed my decisions.
Probably every day. But again, I think my skill there is like get a team around you that like you trust.
Yeah.
Money people like the Garys, the Dannys, the Sharps, the people that, make the phone calls and like, hey guys, am I doing the right thing? You or Ben, am I doing the right thing? Like AI a little bit as well. Just to kind of triangulate, and also for my own opinion. That's why I love these guys because there's like ultimately it's your money, and then like bring Michelle along. I'm really big on making sure that we're both on the same page, like as a couple. Otherwise, I don't know. Like, no, I've got mates who just invest and
do things.
Their wife or their partner finds out that they're moving the day the truck arrives. Genuinely, like
Really?
not even exaggerate. They're so.
Wow.
Well, they lend out $1 million and they didn't tell their missus, but it'll come back in 6 months and we'll make $100K. It's like, I feel like that's a conversation.
Yeah, you
might want to bring that up somewhere in the agenda throughout the week.
I wonder what that household looks like then. Like, what do they talk about?
I don't know. Do you know the other thing too? When I like almost carked it, that was the moment where I was like, okay, like, fuck, Michelle, babe, this is like, you need the passwords for all these things. Like, I don't want to be responsible for like not passing that on.
Yeah.
So,
so every day you're still learning. There's still roadblocks. There's still all these things along the way. But you don't delegate it to your team, but you have people.
Don't delegate it. You just get like, I don't know. I'm the kind of guy that I think you'll be the same. Right? We kind of like have a connector personality trait. We solve problems with phone calls.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the smart. Like the total cumulative over here. Like I'm an idiot.
These guys laugh at me out here because there'd be a problem, and then bang, I'll just be like, give me a minute. Bang, call 2 or 3 people. I'm normally walking around in here or out the front of the office. Come back and I'm like, this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened? I called this guy, called this guy, called this person. This is what they're all doing. This is the advice. And then it's just like, you can just speed up so much bullshit.
I'm not a genius, dude. And it's the most humbling. Like there are people like. I back myself though, because I'll make a phone call or 2 and we'll figure this thing out.
And it's funny, man.
And there's not many people you can't pay an hour for.
And people are happy to help. There's some guys that are well and truly higher up than me in the buyer's agent space, or even just in business. I get a heap of business advice from you. You've built many businesses, sold many, and it's like people are happy to help a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I think there needs to be a energy exchange. Some people ask me, like, and they just take. But if there's a clear energy exchange of like, I find that people often happy to help or give advice.
As long as, and here's my only thing, right? And this is, I'm really big on that. As long as you're not an asshole.
Asshole.
Asshole. So an asshole is someone who asks for advice. They take someone's time.
Yep.
And they do nothing with it.
Yeah.
So I genuinely get a kick out of if I've taken if I've asked for an hour with you or coffee or if I pay for whatever it is, if there's nothing else, like I'm an action guy.
Love it.
And then I report back and go, this is what I've done, right? And then so the next time I ask for some of that time, they know that they're dealing with someone who's not an asshole. And that's open to the amount of doors that's happened for me, like you wouldn't fucking believe.
You can talk about them. What doors have they opened?
Just the people that I've got access to now, man. Like I'm not talking about fucking the Prime Minister, but I'm talking about like people that Like I can ring now and just go, how did you do this with your business, which are big businesses as an example, or like the property thing? I honestly just find if you are genuinely curious, people are going to be interested in you if you seem like you're interested in them and what they're up to. So if you just like curious frame, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
How did you? And then what did you do? And then how did you do that? But why that, not the other? Like if you're genuinely just leaning and curious, they get a buzz out of talking about what they do because it gives them validation that they're probably on the right track too.
Totally. I mean, I find that some people in this country, maybe I'm
Tall
generalizing, the tall poppy, but they don't want to ask. There's a lot of people that like want to make out like they know all this stuff, but they've done nothing.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to ask someone else, hey, why did you do that? And they want to sit there in this little bubble of just like chat GPTing or whatever, you know? I find that so odd sometimes of like the action is the biggest piece and you have to get as much information as from your people that you can, and then you make a decision from there. And it's a perfect?
No, I think what actually happens is you start to form the belief loop. So the belief loop, this is probably how I've gone from the thank God you're here scenario, which has pretty much been my career the whole time, to now, like the reason why my voice sounds a bit like this is because last week I was in front of 250 owners in a record-breaking event for us.
Yeah.
That
Summit. Geronimo Academy Summit.
The summit that I left halfway through day one to go home for a nap and let my team finish it off. That's like an Easter egg, like meaning like it is standards, playbooks. You're operating with principles, first principles, and it's not about an X factor. It's about having a team around you. So I'm big on team. I am really big on.
Love it.
I know you can go faster on yourself. Like I know. Like most of what frustrates me is like I feel like there's my speed and then there's the muggles, right? Now my team aren't the muggles.
I thought
otherwise they're not in my team. No, otherwise they're not in my team. Like we're good at knowing who the muggles are. So there's like, if you want to go faster, go by yourself. If you want to go further, obviously go with others. But if you want to go faster and further and have a fucking good time doing it, you go with what we call Gs, like that's our team identity. Like you go with people who are fucking Gs. You're a G, right? He's a G.
Sean's a G.
Sean's a mad G. And so Sean's behind the camera, just for everyone. So like that's part of it is like surround yourself with people that you would trust with your family.
Yeah.
And that's I look for those people, right? Then the second part is the belief loop, which is like you're not going to believe you can do it until you have evidence that you can do it. And then until you have that, you'll operate in a certain way. So like I would just say practice. Start with something small, like that little GP for us. 580 for 2. I trusted the person we bought it off. I would trust them with my family, right? Like that I bought it off. And I said to Michelle, babe, like, I don't know, this could flop, but do you trust me on this? She goes, yeah, don't fuck up. I was like, okay, I'll try not to. And then that turned to 580 each. And I was like,
it worked.
We did nothing for that, babe.
Yeah.
Like, we did nothing for that.
You got to build the belief loop.
You got to build the belief loop. So now that starts to form like, so your confidence will come from conviction. And conviction comes from the evidence that you can fucking do it. It's like competence builds the evidence and that evidence builds the belief, the new belief. So you got to replace old beliefs with new beliefs. Now we can all come from different money stories as well, by the way. Like Michelle came from a money story that you work at the same job for forever. So the job for life situation, right? Mum is...
She's a hustler.
Well, she's she fucking worked 3 jobs. She couldn't speak English and worked 3 jobs to put myself and my brother through an expensive school. Like, so the fact that she sees me do this, I still don't think Mum knows what I do for a job. But she knows that.
Can you give us like a mum impersonation?
No, she's just like a little Asian lady. She texts me the weather every day. Like, Mum, I've got the app. Like, I'm good. Thank you, Tim Bailey. Like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm 44 now. Like, I'm a big boy. But she sees that my kids are happy. We're Super Nintendo world. The kids are fairy floss, whatever. She knows we're good. Yeah.
You were given some absolute gold there at the end. And I actually wanted just to wrap it. Like, what advice do you have off the learnings? You're talking about team. You're talking about the belief loop. That's huge for me. definitely agree with that. What's next for your property portfolio? And what's some
50.
advice? 50
Well,
doors.
get 20 more doors. Yeah,
20
so
more
I've got to buy a couple more sites until like the rules run out or the rules change or the numbers don't make sense. If the strategy shifts, I'll shift the strategy.
Nice.
We'll talk about a commercial shopping centre somewhere or whatever it is. So first thing is the business.
Yep.
The business. Like the business is on a trajectory. We've got a big vision, big fuck off vision.
Give us the vision quick.
The vision is a November 2028. We're on top of the Empire State Building, popping bottles because we've hit the $1 million weeks.
Yes, nice. $1 million weeks. Let's go. 2028.
November 2028, right? So that's my KPI is that run rate, is the Empire run rate, we call that. But also, like we gave away $5,000 to charity yesterday. So it's impact and income. Like we're giving away, a percentage of all of that to the different mental health causes that we believe in. And then a lot of my clients, do you know, my clients are fucking gangsters. Like my clients are doing, like Nate's running he's walking 800 kilometers in Portugal to raise the money for a cause that he really believes in.
I love it.
So like yesterday, he won the engagement prize on one of our big, like it was 348 people on a workshop that I did live, taught them about the mediaverse and how to, anyway, like use the media to never have to worry about leads again for their gyms and studios. These are yoga people, Pilates people, pole dancing, fucking dog walking, gyms, CrossFitters, the whole thing. They teach them about the mediaverse, right? But the engagement prize was like, so I sold $100 tickets to be there. We sold 100 and something tickets, plus my members came, so it was included for them.
Yep.
Those tickets aren't for me. We give that away.
Yeah, nice.
So we picked an engagement prize. So someone that was just going off in the chat, being a legend in the chat, it was Nath. Nath came up on stage, on the virtual stage. I go, Nath, what's a charity you believe in? And we said, he told us what we're doing and how much he's been trying to raise. We go, mate, will $5,000 help? I'm going to donate in your name. And he goes, that's going to help. That's going to help, like he said, that's going to help 3 families for a month. And I was like,
let's do it.
Well, it's yours, right? And so there's my revenue, but it's also impact, right? In the sequel, for me, like I just want to make the biggest impact I can. Nice. So there's that. So the first thing is my investment strategy is the biz.
Yep.
Nothing's going to return better for me than the biz, right? I also am building a media company. So like I'm in the media. So I do this, I do Instagram, I do podcast, my own podcast, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Book this year. So that creates the attention. And then I want to have like equity stakes in a portfolio of companies. So I'm part owner of Inner Bloom, a protein coffee company. Yep. Shout out to Inner Bloom in Harris Farm. Ask for it. And other stores, 7-Eleven soon in Australia. So national distribution now, right? I'm not.
You're not working on the distribution channels.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So there's that. We've got a subsidiary business now called Super Sidekick. So we're dropping in AI-powered assistants. We will be dropping AI-powered assistants into 1,000 businesses in the next 2.5 years.
Let's go.
So we're not fucking around on that either.
Is that exclusive to the wellness fitness space or?
Yeah.
It is.
Maybe.
Depends.
So there's that, and there's probably going to be some others along the way, right? So almost like the Gary Vee things, like media company,
yes,
things that media company kind of owns, a part of, like Tony Robbins, etc.
Yeah.
Then off the back of that, then there's assets, which are some of those businesses, but also like the property and the whatnot. So rooming accommodation while rooming makes sense. I want to get to 50 on that, so it's a $1 million passive. But then there'll be other stuff, dude.
I think that's really important, man. So many times I talk to, it's normally the younger Thundercats.
Might buy like a laundromat. You see them going off at the moment. Laundromats? Sure, just get into laundromats, dude.
I think he might be into laundromats. These young Thundercats, they almost want to not work and they just want to have their property portfolio or their assets live for them. But I just
reckon you got more to give to society than that. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to fucking... What else are you doing, really, man?
I think they hate their job and then they just don't want to work
anymore. They're escaping. So fix that.
You got to fix
Life's
that
so much
first.
better when you fucking... Oh, dude.
You love what you do.
When you're not plugged into the fucking matrix,
yeah,
on your terms, like life is just so much, like there is a fucking amazing life waiting for everyone. Yeah. They just got to like be bold enough to make eye contact with the truth and to actually like create, just to come to terms with it and to create their like a life and a business if they own businesses that they're not like absolutely gagging to escape from.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
Cashing in their 4 weeks annual leave. You know,
to escape
and come back and fucking back to reality. Like, trust me, there is another way.
There is
100%.
There's definitely another way. And when you have your main thing, which is your business and businesses, then the portfolio gets to accelerate as quick as you accelerated.
It
to.
feels
People are
it.
like, how do I get to a $10 million property in 3 years?
Fuck no.
Oh, that guy did it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know I did it. Until I ran the numbers before I got here, dude. I was like, shit, he's going to grill me on numbers and I'm only half Asian. And I thought, shit.
Look what you've done, man. But it's not your main thing. And I think there's so much power in that like that's where you're parking your wealth. It's like, great, let's make our money work for us. And that's like just a byproduct of you being on purpose and driven in your, I don't want to say your normal life, but like in life in general.
Yeah, dude. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, like one of the best books around investing. Like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, No Dad.
No Dad.
I wanted to write the sequel. Like, I know there's a sequel, but I wanted to write Rich Dad, Poor Dad with no dad.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, yeah, you want to make money to work for you. You want to wake up and the money's made you richer overnight. And that's not going to be from a job. Now, even with my team, in my vision book for the next 3 years, it's listed in my team, I'm going to create internal millionaires.
Come on.
Part of that, so everyone in my team have scorecards now, dude, that like juice up how much, like I'm actively with my business partner, we are rumbling, whiteboards up, calculators out. How can we make these people more money?
Yeah.
Right? So we're juicing up these roles. As long as we're getting a 5-to-1 return, fuck, I don't get, man, Jace, I tell everyone, if you want to come and work for Geronimo and you want $1 million, I'll give it to you. Guess what you're going to bring daddy to?
5.
5.
You bring me 5, I'll give you 1.
I'll give you 1 and I'll fucking pay, and I'll take out for lunch too, right?
That sounds like a good deal.
Great deal.
Yeah.
So here's how you make one.
Yeah.
Like, so scorecards, playbooks, fucking get further to the money. Yeah. Get further to the money. You don't get it because you were here 1 year more.
No, that's right.
You see what I mean? Like, loyalty is not going to fucking pay the bills, dude.
No.
Bring the value, right? So got scorecards, and then it's just like, so there's active income, and then there's what are you doing with your money? Now, thankfully, my team, now I don't give them financial advice, so to speak, because we, bad boys, but like my team don't fucking drink it away. Yeah. I don't know. We've just found our tribe. They don't drink it away. It doesn't go up their nose. It doesn't. They're not flashy, right? They're not because we know what purpose we're giving this money. We're giving this money a job. So, like, I'm very proud to say, like, sure, all the numbers aside, like, great, we can talk about the revenue, but actually, the things that I'm most proud of in terms of, like, as a leader in my company with my team, people have bought their first house under me.
Unreal, man.
Like, when someone in my sales team used to be homeless.
Gee.
Used to be homeless.
Now he's put a place.
And so we took the Core 6 to Bali 1 year, and his thing was, he has a partner. His whole thing about buying a home, it's just this, for someone who's home, like, someone that had no roof, having a roof is a fucking big deal.
Yeah.
So my business partner and I were like, all right, we'll get a calculator. Let's fucking work this out. How many, let's work it back. How much deposit? Okay, divide that by, and then how many sales? And what if you did, so what if you did do some sales? What if you did actually do some closing, not just the setting?
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm not a closer. Would you be a closer if it fucking meant you had a roof over your head? You need to close 2 sales every week for up until April. We were there in December, up until April.
To have a deposit.
And I reckon you'll have enough. Like, the numbers are the numbers. As long as you don't fucking piss it away. He loves fishing, right? So, as long as you don't keep doing fishing charters every day, I think you might get there. So how's this, right? So we get a text message, boys, I'm having the day off this Friday. I'm taking a mojo day. So we give an extra week of leave as well-being days. You can take a well-being day every quarter.
Nice.
So he's just pulling one of those well-being days. And then we'll sit in our work and we get a text message with him out the front of a sold sign.
Let's go.
And honestly, like all the fucking...
That gives me chills.
All the business accolades aside, like that happened under our watch.
Yeah.
So, like, that is part of how I think we're going to create internal millionaires.
That's impact, bro.
Dude, 25, 26, 30 years old. Like, these people aren't, like, this is the next generation. So you can sit there and bitch about the Gen Zers and, like, yeah, some of us valid.
Bitch about them.
Some of us valid.
I've got some Gen Zs out there that are hustlers.
Yeah, and then you, like, whether you like it or not, our job as leaders in businesses these days, Simon Sinek calls it maybe because of failed parenting. Like, we do have a part of whether you like it or not, like we do raise them.
Yeah. You got to build them.
In here, right? The A plays that everyone's fucking looking for, they're not bought, they're built.
Yeah, you build them. Unreal, man. Like, I got so much out of,
or bred
You
as
breed
parents.
'em.
Well, as
You breed 'em.
parents,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
But I'm trying to be so intentional about like instilling grit into them when it gets hard.
Grit is the-
cool. How do we keep pushing? Like,
There's a TED talk about grit. It's the number one quality of someone who like succeeds. It's not money. It's not looks. It's not even talent.
Yeah.
It's grit.
and what do we do for that? We got a trainer who comes to the house in the morning. They come at 5.
Yep.
The girls are starting to participate in the training. So we got
Yeah.
in our garage. There's we got all the lights and shit. But it's like the girls see the trainer come at 5. They see mum and dad doing the workout for an hour, and then now Zoe at the end's like, "I'll do the abs. I'll do the abs for the last 10 minutes." You know what I mean? So it's like she'll come down, she'll lay on the ground with us, but it's just like she's 5 years old, and she is recognizing at 5:30 in the morning.
You're putting in the
You're
work.
up. You're putting in the work. You know.
You pay the rent.
But you're right, bro. You breed them. You know, and I think that's the example. My dad used to say, "Don't do what I say. Don't do what I do." And my dad's an absolute grinder, and that guy's got grit. But I want to take it a bit further. I want to do what I do.
I think I think our parents probably had a different flavour of grit.
Yes.
They like, it was like the dirty reps. Like they just
survival
yeah,
grit.
it was just like staying with it.
Yeah.
It was staying with it. Like it was, a lot of my clients are the offspring of, different cultural families, like different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them that have come from an Eastern European background or a European background, it's very much about like, no, it has to be hard. It has to be hard work. Because when I grew up, we had to walk 5 miles to the fucking shops to buy the bread. Right? You've got it so easy. You can just do burritos. And it's like, okay, the war's over though. Like, can we?
There's no war here.
Like, can we? There is a different way now. We can get business coaching. Like, we can. No, actually, there is an easy. We don't need to sit in hard. I think sometimes hard is just optional suffering.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, like, make a couple of calls. I don't know if you're not like that, and maybe send some emails or fucking do something. But like, I don't take any. Like, I'm humble. Like, I don't take all this credit.
No way.
Like, I've got you, people around me, Ben, like Annie, Gary, Jar. Like, I've got all these people around me, and I'm just probably. If you'd ask me for what's my advice, just ask some questions, man. Just get curious. Like, find someone who you like how they've done it. You like how they've done it, right? And just ask a couple more questions. Take them out for a coffee.
That's what changed a lot. Honestly, that's what changed my life so much. I read a book by Brendan Pashar back in 2018, High Performance Habits.
And I had the journal.
You got it? And then it spoke about, at that time I was in this we just had Gigi, and I was like, I can't stay in this life. And I wrote down, it says like, what life do you want? And I knew I wanted to get into real estate. And I was like, right, ask people that are 5 years ahead of you these questions. And I emailed it to maybe 10 people. 3 people got back to me, and I ended up working for one of them. So, and that got me into being a buyer's agent.
That's what.
And then now I'm doing this and I love it, man.
We call it NTRs, no talent required.
NTRs.
Like, you don't need a fucking degree to ask someone a question. These days, you can get GPT or Claude, whichever fucking thing you're using, to help you formulate a good question so that you don't waste someone's time. And like, there's actually no excuse to not know. It's just, do you do the NTR of actually reaching out to someone? Now, I really do think, there's got to be, at the start, we probably move away from pain as well, right? So the pain of staying, it's the same right here in this fucking life, has to be greater. Like, the pain it has to hurt more to stay here than the hurt that's going to happen from making a change.
I always try and think about the pain in 5 years. Right? Like, the pain now I'm okay with, but what's the pain that I'm going to experience in 5 years?
Yeah.
And it's like, what do I do? Is staying with this pain going to make it better then? Okay, yeah, cool, it is. And I always try and think a little bit further down the road, because if it's the pain now, it's always eject.
Just reach out. Like, and I call it API, right? Like, assume positive intent.
Oh, you got a lot of acronyms.
Because of frameworks. I think there's guesswork, there's hard work, and then there's framework. So the only reason why I've been able to fucking...
Can we put that into an acronym?
Which one? Yeah, well,
guesswork, framework.
No, there's
hard work.
Guesswork, hard work, or frameworks,
yeah.
right? So if you want to fucking build a team around you and like just recognizing some patterns and like codify your thinking so that other people could have that thinking and you can leave your record-breaking event halfway through for a fucking nap. Yeah. But my clients were like, fucking.
What's he called?
Gangster.
But I've loved the chat, man. I could chat to you for another 2 hours. You know what I mean?
think we are. Yeah.
But the biggest thing I've taken out of this is ask the question. Right? Ask the question.
And don't be an asshole though.
Don't be an asshole.
You've got to follow through.
Ask the question.
And report back.
And then the way that you've been able to build such a sizable property portfolio in such a short amount of time is by making decisions quickly.
Well, apparently that's one of the things. Like successful people make decisions.
Yeah.
But there's a decision fatigue that affects the ones, and they get you can go two ways on that, right? Like you get decision fatigue, which is why
making too many.
That's why we just wear black shirt, bro. It's like one less decision, man.
I've got 15 of these.
Oh, everyone's got, seriously, like too many decisions. I don't want to know about it. But because you want to reserve your juice up here to make the big ones, like these ones. Yeah.
And if someone does want to reach out to you or Geronimo Academy, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Instagram, go hey.doza. So hey, full stop, D-O-Z-A. You'll find me there.
Andrew Handosa, thank you so much for coming on to the News from Edmonton podcast. And I feel like you'll be coming back very soon.
Yes, I will. Thank you,
Unreal.
mate. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thanks so much for listening to the Moves to Momentum podcast. If you got any value out of this episode, please give us a like or subscribe. Or if you think this is relevant to any one of your friends or family, please flick it to them so they can have a listen.